Do we deserve a new cup, man?
Hecho a mano por nosotros.
Okay.
El sombrero.
Muy bueno. Gracias, señora. Ciao. What are you telling me, man? We're looking good, don't we? Look at the amount of people waiting for the Christmas lottery. In front of us is El Torre de Oro, which means the Tower of Gold. Just look at this place, man. Do you remember when we were in South America and we were discussing how the Spanish essentially robbed all this gold from the Incas? This is where they were bringing it. Now, unfortunately, the thing is closed and the gold is nowhere to be seen. Probably most of you are wondering why on earth did all this gold from South America end up here? Well, it's because of the Betis. Look at this. Look at the river Betis. That is the bullfighting arena. Look at this, Plaza de Toros. How incredible is it that this is still a thing in Spain, man? Check out what the Spanish are building, man. On the other side of the river is the Triana neighborhood. It's the neighborhood most heavily associated with Betis.
Now it used to be an area of Gitanos.
Now it's considered to be a little bit more Instagram friendly, you know. As a matter of fact, if I'm not totally mistaken, it was the transfer of a player from Triana, from this area here, that eventually led to the schism of Sevilla. It was actually quite similar to how Inter was formed from Milan. Some people left Sevilla and they joined other existing clubs and eventually formed what we know now as Betis. We are back to the Tower of Gold. The bullfighting arena is over there. The tower is here. And the other side of the river with Triana is over there. That's it, man. Look at the Rio Betis. Guadalquivir, the big river. The same river that nowadays is used for all these drug commerce that's been going on. But let's not get into this. This will be probably the subject of another video. Or not. The same river back in the day was used to transport all this gold from South America to here, to Spain, to this tower. What a thing, isn't it? So today we have the game Real Betis against Utrecht. Real Betis Balompié was essentially the answer to Sevilla FC football club, you know? Balompié is a word that means essentially that, football. Pied is the Spanish word for foot, and ballon is, yeah, the football. Betis is the name of this, the river Guadalquivir, which was called Betis in Latin. So this street where we are walking now towards Triana is called Calle Betis, Betis Street essentially, which also gets its name from the river, and it has all these fancy coffee places and restaurants with great view on the river. Look at this, Betis supporters posing under the bridge.
There even used to be a football team in Triana, which later evolved to Deportivo Betis, which is the reserve team of Real.
What's going on here, man? What's with this building? I thought this was a Betis neighborhood. Bloody hell, every time I hear these dogs barking, man. Look at Madonna here. Dios te salve. I have absolutely no idea who's going to save us. Look at this road. Why is there police here? So these chaps have parked illegally, it seems. Look at Triana, man. It's so calm and so nice. What a difference from the center. Crazy, isn't it? Now let's find something, anything, Betis. FC Köln, Barcelona, Bruges, flipping hell. So there are people essentially cooking here, and the smell, man, that's coming through these windows. Like, oh, check this out. So there is a fan club of Real Betis in front of us. It says Peña Bética de Triana. Hola. ¿Esto es Club de Betis?
Yes.
¿Hablas anche inglés?
Un poquito.
Oh, this is very nice. So, I have a ticket for tonight's game. He comprado una entrada para esta noche, sí.
El domingo también juega Betis Sevilla.
¿Qué es más importante?
Betis Sevilla.
Yo soy aquí porque la gente dice que si quieres ver una zona de Real Betis, es Triana.
Es Triana.
¿Otros lugares por visitar aquí?
¿Del Betis te refieres?
Sí.
Del Betis que aquí en Triana solamente hay este.
Esta peña, ¿eh?
Esta peña solamente. Y ya después si te quieres ir a lo que es el campo, pero el campo está un poquito más para adelante.
Villamarín, ¿no?
Sí, correcto.
Ok. No, muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias a usted.
Chao.
Hasta luego.
So what this lady said is that this is the only fan club of Real Betis. She said that it's mostly of older people going there and watching the games. She also said that it's not a fan club that will go to the derby.
Los hinchas, los soportes se van todos al campo.
Okay.
Pero los que son normal, las personas que son de socios aquí, se vienen para acá.
Okay. Meaning not ultras. And she also said that if we walk straight ahead for 2 or 3 kilometers, we will reach the stadium of Betis, Benito Villamarín. Look at this, man. I tell you what, man, Triana is gorgeous. I had no idea. Which Benito Villamarin is unfortunately under reconstruction. They are, rebuilding it. Which essentially means that Betis play their games in the Cartuja Stadium, which is very far. Anyway, let's go to Villamarin first. Did you see that guy rowing, man? Sevilla and Betis also have a rowing contest a couple of weeks before the derby. It also took place this year. I don't remember who won. Look at this garden, man. Is this the Villa Borghese of Sevilla? Hello? Well, there is one similarity to Villa Borghese. Some of them don't have a head. Right, let's get back. Bloody hell, I tell you what, man, this was one of the most boring walks I've ever made for this channel. Here's Benito Villamarin for you. I mean, the whole thing is this big avenue with gorgeous buildings. I mean, the architecture is phenomenal in order for us to get here. Hoe gaat het met jullie? Wie gaat winnen?
Utrecht. Are you tonight also in the stadium?
I go, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Are you going to the derby?
No, we go.
You leave tomorrow,
in the
eh?
evening we go back.
And what do you think? Sun is shining?
The sun is shining. Perfect.
How's the weather back home?
Very cold. It's around freezing.
Cold. Nice to see you guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Best of luck today.
Yeah, thank you. Nice to meet you.
Ciao, ciao.
Nice day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Look at this. Tilburg. Do you have stickers?
No, we don't.
Look at this.
What?
Look.
Oh, Antwerp.
Tilburg.
Oh, my God. I know also PSV.
Oh yeah, PSV. Wow. Yeah, man, Real Betis. I don't see any graffitis, nothing. The thing is closed. So Betis will play at the Cartuja, I think till 2027, when the works will finish with this one. But to be fair, I don't see any works. What's happening? What are they working on? Oh, check this out. So we found the works. Let's cross. I had a look at the clip, man. Wow, what a massive thing, isn't it? Have you noticed that most of the stadiums where we visit are actually in some phenomenal neighborhoods? I mean, I struggle to remember anyone being, you know, in a dodgy area or some. San Lorenzo was dodgy, but yeah, I mean, weird, isn't it? And Boca. But Boca, yeah, the place where the stadium is actually very touristic, you know? But all the rest are in quite fancy areas, man. What's going on? So, yeah. Unfortunately, we cannot visit the stadium. It looks very interesting, actually, with all the works and stuff. And now I'm going to grab myself a bike and go back, man. I mean, come on now. I'm not walking for another hour. I mean, it's really boring, this street. What can I say? See you later. Bye-bye for now. The thing is huge, man. Look at this. I mean, is it me, or is this where all the gold of the Incas ended up? Sorry about that. That was a joke. We love to see crypts, don't we? Look at this, man. So this is essentially under the church, under El Salvador. Oh, this is gorgeous. This space is the backside of the church. I mean, when we went to the crypt, we went over there. I cannot describe to you how it feels here. It's a bliss. So one of the things that I find baffling is this incredible, how should I put it, contrast, you know, between the general bliss of, for example, places like this. I mean, if you ask me, the feeling of religiosity is here. It's in this patio, you know, right next to the church. Inside the church, all this gold, all this extravaganza, I don't know, man. Here we are ready. Look at this disaster of a sign, man. What happened here? Utrecht fans showing their presence. Look at this, man. You won't believe what I'm seeing in front of me. Sevilla is a spaceship. Check it out. What's going on here, man? We definitely need to come during the day. Another thing that we should probably do is find something to eat. Yours truly is on diet. Argentina has destroyed my kilos. So now, until we find something to eat or get to the stadium, let's have a chat about these two teams, man. So first of all, about Utrecht. I don't know much, to be honest. I know that my Greek boy Barkas is playing there. And I know that they have a friendship with PAOK for some reason. As for Betis, I mean, we will talk more about Betis also at the video on the derby. They had some fun last year with Fiorentina. Last year, at the semi-final of the Conference League, Fiorentina were here. And boy, let me tell you, it was fun and games all over the place. So here's Fiorentina in Sevilla, showing their faces everywhere and provoking the hell out of the locals. With Betis responding, to be fair. And then there was the return game were probably one of the most iconic manners of stealing a banner happened. You couldn't have directed it better. Fiorentina used tactics, strategies to get Betis's banner. They were throwing objects at them, at Artemio Franchi, while a couple of others were putting up a ladder from down under to climb that ladder and pick that banner. That was a unique tactic, let me tell you. Bloody hell, man, so we need to cross that. So, all that being said, Betis did manage to qualify against Fiorentina and they went to the final of the Conference League, where of course they lost to Chelsea, but still. We are in. So Anthony plays for Betis, and in the previous game he got a red card. Anyway, he misses the derby. Now, me as a Liverpool fan, I have absolutely no right, at the moment at least, to banter Anthony.
out, man. The big artist, man. What a player. What a first half, man. So, Betis literally lost 2 players in the first quarter. One of them was Isco, man. I'm not gonna lie, I felt for him. And then, immediately when the stewards were kicking out some Utrecht fans from the other stand, Betis scored. So it's been an eventful first half. Let's see. This lot here keep on singing about Sevilla. It clearly shows where their focus is. That was a massive win for Betis, man. I'm not gonna lie. That was a major boost for the derby. Usually, when there's such an important game, the players down tools a little bit, you know? I was kind of expecting a hiccup today, you know? But Betis were right up there. Another funny thing, man, I mean, Betis were singing a lot of Argentine songs, man. Kind of makes sense in a way, but... Oh, wow. We have a tower with flags. What are you telling me about AEK, man? We beat Fiorentina in the Artemio Franchi. Flipping hell, man. The channel had correspondence there. So yeah, man, with the columns of Hercules behind us, that's all for today. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.